Eduard Ingris, Czech pronunciation, N.R. February 11, 1905 – January 11, 1991, was a Czech-American composer, photographer, conductor and adventurer, born in Zlonice in Bohemia, then Austro-Hungary, now Czech Republic. Ingris left Czechoslovakia in 1947 for South America, living in Brazil and Peru. In 1955 and 1959 he organized the Kantuta and Kantuta II raft voyages and sailed across the Pacific, in similar style to Thor Heyerdahl's Kon-tiki. While Ingris' travels spanned the globe and his talents led him through several careers, his first love was always music. He wrote the first arrangement of the famous Barrel Polka, after Jaromír Vejvoda came upon the melody and sought Ingris' help in refining it. This was shortly before the outbreak of World War II. The piece was brought to England by Czech pilots flying for the Royal Air Force, became an overnight hit there, and subsequently was popularized in America. Ingris received degrees from the Charles University in Prague and the Prague Conservatory. He composed about 1,000 works, including 48 operettas and musical comedies, full opera and symphonies. At 19 he composed the operetta, The Capricious Mirror, which played 5 years in Prague, a record-setting of 1,600 performances, surpassing records of New York's Broadway. He directed the Symphony Orchestra of Prague and scored 11 European movies. He also conducted the National Symphony Orchestra of Peru. As a cameraman, Ingris worked for film studios in Czechoslovakia, Germany, and Peru. He filmed a series of 13 travel and adventure films for the American production company, Hollywood. For Movies Productions, Hollywood, he filmed Jungle Sabotage, a movie starring Pilar Palete, wife of actor John Wayne. He assisted author Ernest Hemingway in filming The Old Man and the Sea, based upon Hemingway's Pulitzer Prize-winning novel. He also wrote music to another film, produced by Steel Productions in Hollywood, called The Gallant One. Ingris' own high-adventure films From High Seas to High Seas, depicting his two balsa raft expeditions across the Pacific, Untamed Amazon, and Sailing the South Seas, of his return voyage on a ketch from Tahiti to Lima, Peru, are scored with his own compositions, and were personally presented on lecture tours for several years throughout USA, Canada and Hawaii, and later transferred to videos. Ingris resided at South Lake Tahoe, California, where he died in 1991 at age 86. His remains were moved to his native village, Zlonice. Raft Voyage, From High Seas to High Seas. Article in English by Radio Prague.